All right, so you're asking to move to Houston?
Yes, ma'am.
Why do you want to go to Houston?
Well, really, it's just I kind of wanted like a fresh start. My boyfriend lives there, and then my house, I live with my mom, but I also live with like my aunt, my grandma, my brother, my sister, and then my other sister's moving back from Illinois. So it's just kind of like a lot of people in a small place, and it's kind of overwhelming.
Mhm.
And it's like,
How long have you known this boyfriend?
I've known him for a year, but we were friends and then we started dating.
Here's the thing, and this is just me giving you a little life lesson, not something that I've experienced, but something that I've seen with my friends.
Yeah.
And I'm sure any parent will tell you, do not go from state to state, city to city, following a boyfriend, following a girlfriend. And sometimes people say marriage is just paper, but you're uprooting your entire life to go live with this boyfriend.
Mhm.
And what I was always taught, if you're going to be uprooting your life to go live with somebody, one, you got to be able to say when things get bad and things are not how they should be, or you think they should be, you got to have your own so you can say, I'm not tolerating this.
Mhm.
Peace. You're not in that situation. Basically, what you're doing is you're running from a problem you have. What you need to do, if you don't want to live in the place that you're living, get a job, get your own place, discover who you are. Because you don't even know who you are yet. You know why you don't know who you are yet? Because you're not living under your own roof. You're living under your parents' or your aunt or your sister's roof. You don't even know who you are yet. And now you want to up and run off to be with a boyfriend when you are trying to successfully complete your probation. What do you even know about him? Do you know if he has any criminal cases?
He doesn't.
Did you do a background check?
No.
So basically you're depending on him telling you this is what I have, right? And you have not lived together, right?
Correct.
This is the other thing that I know. Right now, the time that you've known this boyfriend, you haven't met him. You know who you've been meeting? His publicist, his hype person. Because when you first meet somebody, nobody lets the crazy come forward. If they do let the crazy come forward on the first date, you definitely shouldn't be with them. But usually what you're doing is you're meeting their publicist. And then slowly you start meeting the real person. So my answer to you of whether or not you can transfer to Houston is no. If you show me that you can financially support yourself, then the court will change that opinion. Because right now, if you end up going to Houston, we have to find a probation officer in Houston.
Mhm.
And then if your boyfriend, something goes down and he ends up kicking you out, then you're going to come back to court and say, I don't have a place to live. My boyfriend kicked me out, and everything is going to go downhill for you. So my answer to whether or not you can transfer to Houston to be with your boyfriend where you don't have employment or anything else, the answer is absolutely not. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you. 2018 CR 10828, State of Texas versus Ismael Edward Martinez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
Defense?
Jenny Callahan for defense.
Are you Ismael Martinez?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled motion to revoke community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Ismael Edward Martinez who was placed on community supervision in 2018 CR 10828 for the offense of possession with intent to deliver a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams on April 10th, 2019 for a term of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Violation condition number 2, on or about the 7th day of March 2023 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Ismael Edward Martinez did then and there fail to submit to drug testing as directed by the supervision officer in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Your Honor.
And Your Honor, the state waives the rest of the violations alleged in the motion to revoke, Judge.
No objection.
All right. Did you understand by pleading a violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you to 8 years in prison and $1,000 fine? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there an agreement?
There is, Your Honor, in the court summary, the probation is recommending, we would like to extend the defendant and amend for IOP with either rise recovery or lifetime recovery. We'd like to amend for either the drug patch or the IVR line for 9 months with random drug testing thereafter, with zero tolerance on submitting to drug testing. I would like the defendant to finish the community service, Judge.
All right. Is that the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Martinez, you want to raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
You can lower your hand. Do you want to go to prison?
Ma'am,
Why are you not doing what you're supposed to do on probation?
there's no excuse.
All right. So now you just made it hard on yourself. Because I'm going to do the UA hotline for the remainder of your probation, and that's going to involve you taking UA at least once a week. So if you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? And you need to be honest because you are going to get drug tested today.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes.
we did complete a drug test and it was positive for THC.
All right. Thank you. You know me so well.
I'm getting there.
Why are you using marijuana?
It was I stopped about 3 weeks ago. It's blurry, but I am guilty for smoking.
All right. You're mumbling and nobody can hear you. I can't hear you. You're
I said,
mumbling.
I haven't smoked for about 3.5 weeks. There's no excuse for why I am or why I'm not.
All right. I'm going to follow your agreement, but do not come here before the court when you're not even trying. It seems as though you wish to go to prison. And if you wish to go to prison, you will be without your vest. I mean, they'll let you keep your vest at the prison, but you won't be allowed to wear it. You'll be in orange.
Yes, ma'am.
And then when you get sent to prison, they'll place you in another color. And I'm sure there's a way to get marijuana at the prison or at the jail. You understand?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
And you're supposed to be in parenting classes, which means you have children. Did you complete parenting classes?
Yes, ma'am.
And you obviously learned nothing because you're still using marijuana. All right. It's going to be 2 is true. Going to do the UA hotline until further notice with testing at least once a week. There's going to be 90 sober meetings in 90 days. And IOP. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
I'm Your Honor.
Probation, is there anything else he needs?
Yes, Your Honor. He expired he actually expired already, so we need to extend.
All right, I'll extend you 2 years. One of those years is punishment. You understand?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
All right, is there anything else from either side?
No, Your Honor. No, Your Honor.
All right, you better do better. You understand? Do 21 CR 0398, State of Texas versus Gabriel Navarro Almanzo. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense,
Christopher Castro for the defense.
are you Mr. Almanzo?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, you received all the discovery. Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Showing you what's entitled application for community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Showing you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Almanza, I'm showing you what's entitled court admonishments and defendants waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams. That's a 3rd-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor, we waive PSI.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Judge, Mr. Almanza is picked up a federal charge while this case was pending, right?
It was a couple months right before.
Okay, nobody can hear you. Everybody's mumbling today.
Mr. Almanza had picked up a federal charge a couple of months before this charge. He was incarcerated and placed in the federal custody. He's since been released after spending the year in federal custody. He's currently on federal probation. He's done a term at lifetime recovery and has been successful on probation since being released.
All right, why are you dressed in red? There's a reason for it. What's the reason?
Gang affiliation.
Okay. Thank you for being honest with me. Some people will try to tell me a different reason when we already know what the reason is. Do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
What are their ages?
13 and 21.
Where's the 13-year-old?
She's at home with my mother.
With your mother?
Yes.
Where's her mother?
Also incarcerated.
Okay. All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 4 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 6 years. Take in consideration County Court Cause number 646435, 646434. State, do you have those motions? The dismissals? Okay. 200 hours of community service restitution. The court is going to require parenting classes, and that's going to be with compadre y compadre. And once he completes those parenting classes, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Proof of employment, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors, and that's going to be within 30 days. Regular reporting, regular UAs, gang supervision. And I'm not going to order the field visits because I know the gang supervision unit will do that. Is that correct, probation? So there's to be gang supervision. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Because he's done lifetime recovery with federals.
No, Your Honor.
All right, is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
Oh, Your Honor.
All right, showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you.